Alright, what's up guys, MAGiK TK here. Right now I'm with Define TK presenting you guys a motion drop tutorial. So what's up? Say hi.
What's up everyone, Define TK here.
So yeah, you guys saw a preview at the beginning of this video of what we're going to be taking a look at. Now I've used this a little bit before and Define here has also used it a little bit before. So we decided we would do a dual touch on it and I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so I think this is pretty much one of the first dual tuts ever. I don't know how this is going to go. Hopefully it goes well. If you guys want to see another one, make sure you leave a comment and drop a like.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, basically in my scene right now, we don't have very much, but we're going to be working with this a little bit. So
yeah, so this is the Moore sniper rifle. I ripped this out of the COD AW files, the game files. So if you guys want that, I'll leave a link in the description. It's on my selfie right now for $3. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the textures, but I'm working on that right now. So yeah, hopefully that'll get done in the future.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go buy this model that I have, you can do that from Defined. He ripped it from the game himself, so it's pretty sweet. But without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial.
Alright, so there's another link in the description. This is for the motion drop itself. It's a lib4 file, I think, something like that. Anyway, this isn't a plugin. It's actually like a preset. So you'll put this in your content browser. I think it's MAGiK. You want to go to your Finder and find that
content browser if I can. I don't know. I'm on Mac too, so it's gonna be a lot different for everyone else.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a universal file.
But yeah.
Anyway, it's in your Maxon Cinema 4D file.
Yeah. So if you guys know where this is, this will just be in your applications, wherever that will be. If you're on Windows.
If you're on Windows, it's Program Files, Maxon Cinema 4D, and then
Library,
and
boom, there we go. So you're just going to
browser,
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And then you just paste it in here, right?
Yeah, motion drop is right there on the right.
Alright, so yeah, just paste that file in there and you should be all good to go. And then from there in Cinema, all you guys need to do is open up your window, bring in your content browser, find motion drop, which is right here, and double click. And that's it. Thanks for watching the tutorial, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Nah, I'm just trolling. But alright, the next step we gotta do. So okay, first off, if we just play this, let me just turn this model off. If we just play this, as you can see, we get this cool little line thing.
Yeah, so essentially there's a bunch of properties that you guys could change. Right here on the mesh, there's the radius, which is how wide it is, obviously. That's what radius is. Yeah. The tail is how long it goes, so if you set that to like 1,000, it'll never go away.
Oops, yeah, pretty much.
The shape there, that's the shape, so it starts at 1. So it starts at 0, goes up to 1, then back down to 0. If you guys want it to stay forever, stay at a constant shape, make sure you just move that one up. Yeah,
and then maybe just bring this handle down.
Yeah, and then the resolution, that's how, I guess that's how nice it looks. It doesn't really make it any slower to render or anything, so I just recommend cranking that up and leaving it.
Yeah, as you can see, when we adjusted the tail, it didn't do anything. And that's because whenever you're working with a plugin like this, you have to always go back to the beginning and click start. And as you can see, now we're getting some effects with the tail.
Yeah, you have to re-simulate it each time.
Yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate, especially if you have a big scene, you got to go back and play all the way to the frame you want to check out. But it's better than not having motion drop at all. So
yeah. Also, if you want to skip ahead, you can't just skip. You actually have to play the entire thing out
because it glitches all out and shit. But yeah. So another few settings we can take a look at is here in the generator. You can just select all your drops. So say we wanted a few more drops, we can kill our render times if we really wanted to. But so if you actually open up this drop down, you see we have 6 drops here to choose from. And if you just copy this, you could end up having an infinite amount of drops just by.
I'd recommend only using about 1 to 3 drops. That'll look probably the best. For this tutorial, we're just going to work with 1. So how motion drop actually works is that it'll randomly like fly around a point. So in this case, the point is in the center right there. But what you can actually do is drop this onto a spline in the follow path tab. So you want to make that right now.
Yeah, so splines, there's actually quite a few splines we can make, as we can see here. Now a lot of them are very interesting. For example, freehand, you can maybe just like literally just draw freehand. And now this spline that I just drew, this will be the path of the motion drop. Now for tutorial purposes, we're going to make it a little bit simpler and just create a helix. Just basically, if we zoom out, this curved object type thing. So go back to our move tool. Let's just position this accordingly
And turn the Moors back on.
Hold on one sec.
You're gonna have to expand that.
I know, it's being all weird. Okay, so yes, we have the Morse model, we have the helix, and I'm just going to rotate this so that it's looking all good. And within the helix, you guys can probably notice there's quite a few settings you can mess with. For example, start radius, but I'm not gonna go too in depth into that since, you know, it is quite complex, all the stuff you can use. And this tutorial is mostly just focused on the motion drop itself. So now once we have this helix, you just want to go to the follow path settings and the motion drop. See, I'm already here. And then, yeah, so just check the helix, drag it right in. Boom, there we go. Now, like I said, nothing changed. That's because it has to resimulate.
Yeah, you gotta animate the position, but
Oh yeah, so the position, there's a couple more things we gotta do that I keep forgetting about. So position, gotta go control click, and that'll set a keyframe for it. And then at the end, you can keyframe it from 0 to 100 real quick. So yeah, another thing you guys will notice, if we go back to the start and play it, then it's kind of away from the path a little bit.
yeah, because like I said before, it randomly animates around the path, and as you can see down here, the distance is set to 100 centimeters. So this, it'll randomly animate 100 centimeters as the maximum and 0 is the minimum. So if you set that to 0 and you resimulate it, it'll stay perfectly in the center.
Yeah, so this is probably what you guys are probably going to want to do when creating animations and such. I think it's the most feasible way to use motion drop, although you guys can mess around, choose whatever settings you feel necessary in your animation.
You want to make it like rotated 90 degrees.
What do you mean 90 degrees?
The helix, so that it goes around, it circles around like the barrel, kind of like, so it's like it's charging up or something.
Oh yeah, that would look nice. Yeah, so just
So I was trying to say before.
just messing around here, the helix settings and stuff. Maybe even want to make that a bit.
Yeah, make it a little bit skinnier.
Yeah. Ooh, something like this might look really nice. How it starts really small. I don't know. Like I mentioned before, there's quite a few settings within the helix you guys can mess around with.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, once you get your animation down, the next thing is to make a texture. And as you guys can see down at the bottom left there, it's already made 6 textures. So drop 1 is the one that you have activated right now. So I would start messing around with this one. And the luminance, what that's going to do is it's going to illuminate, I guess, the surrounding geometry if you have global illumination on, which we do. So if you want that effect, then that is something you could do. A good one is transparency.
Yeah, so pretty much what transparency will do is turn it off completely. Now, a little cool hidden feature that most people don't really know a lot about is the refraction tab. Now, defined will actually put a picture on screen of all the known refractions, but if we start to crank this up, just look in the picture here, once it loads, we get some really cool refracting elements.
Yeah, and if you want to make it realistic, I'll put up some values on the screen right now, but 1.33 I'm pretty sure is water. Anybody who takes a basic science course in school will know about these. So yeah, you can make it realistic to something like glass, I think is 1.5. Anyway.
So let's just put 1.5 just for tutorial purposes. Another few cool settings I would mess around with if you're going to go for a transparent look, maybe some glow.
Yeah, glow is definitely a good one.
So while this loads, we just basically get a glow, and if you guys notice, this will also add an object glow setting in the render settings, and you can just mess around with the strength. So inner strength, depending on the look you want, I normally go around 70, maybe 30. I don't know. Define likes to put lots of outer strength, but not as much inner strength. Say he's going for like a solid model or something.
It all depends, yeah. If your motion drop's solid, you definitely want more outer strength.
Yeah, but for this example, I think a little bit of an inner strength glow might look pretty nice. So let's just render this and see what we got. And obviously, I'm not going to make you guys wait. Remember, we do have to resimulate it before every render. So yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll just cut it right here and show you guys what it looks like once the render is complete.
Alright, so on the motion drop here, you can see that the gun is actually refracting and the softbox is reflecting. There's a lot of nice reflections going on here. It did end up taking like 3 minutes for this one frame just because of all the crazy reflections and stuff that's going on. This will actually look better if you have something in the background too,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
cinematic.
So yeah, if you guys know how to motion track, you can actually motion track this into a scene. And if you don't know how to do that, you want to use a program called Buju. I'm sure you guys could find a tutorial on the internet. There's literally millions of motion tracking tutorials.
Yeah, that's the most cliche.
Pretty
tutorial.
much. So I think I've done one well
Anyway.
over one. I don't know. But
Yeah, some other cool things you could do with this is, setting the texture to be a solid color, making it illuminate
sure.
so that it casts like a glow on the gun. There's a million things. You can even make this react to audio, to the waveform. I've seen people do that, which is actually crazy. So anyway, I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. If you did, leave a like and comment another thing we should do.
yeah, I'd definitely be up for making some more dual tutorials. I don't know what to find. So if you guys did enjoy this, make sure to drop a like. As always, you can sub to both of our channels in the description below, depending on whose channel you're watching this on. So yeah, make sure to do that. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Peace out.
See you, man.